Hello friends, once again you all are welcome in my channel. Today we are going to do one very interesting topic, that is machine learning algorithms, and I'll describe you the topmost machine algorithms which are used across the world for doing machine learning. So let us start our video. The first one is the linear regression. As you all know, uh, linear regression has been around for more than 200 years and has been extensively studied. Some good rules of thumb when using this technique are to remove variables that are very similar or correlated and to remove noise from your data if possible. It is the fast and the simplest technique and good first algorithm to try. Actually, linear regression, if I explain you in my terms, linear regression is nothing. Let us suppose you have a data set in which there is a one variable like a house. We will consider a house price, and house price, it depends upon many things. The foremost thing which is on which the house price is dependent is the area in the square feet. And another thing, if you are talking about the location as well as the rooms, number of rooms and number of uh, many things on which it is dependent. But the fairly good, if we are talking about, there are two parameters only. One is the area and another one is the location. So what we do in the linear regression, we convert this data into linear equation of straight line, like y is equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope and c is the y-intercept. This y is the parameter that you want to calculate. Like in this case, we want to calculate the price of the house, so y is the price of the house and x is the area in the square feet. So once you have, first of all, what we do in linear regression, with the help of statistics and mathematics, we calculate the slope and this y-intercept of by this data. And once you have this m and c, let us suppose value of m is 0.1 and c value is 0.2. so now this y is the house price and x is the area. So if you change the area, the corresponding value of the house price get changed. So this is the basic the algorithm which is used to predict the something with respect to something. Means if there are two parameters, one is what we call dependent parameter and another one is independent parameter, so you can calculate the independent parameter in the terms of the dependent parameter. So hope you understand, this algorithm is widely used. As it is already mentioned, it is 200 years ago. Means this is the algorithm which is the oldest one, which is, and one thing we have to be very careful while working on this linear regression, that is the columns which are correlated or very similar to each other, which have the almost equal impact on the price. So you can consider only one, or you can consider only those parameters which are necessary or very important. So let us move towards the next one. The second most important algorithm used in the machine learning is the logistic regression. Logistic regression is like a linear regression in that the goal is to find the values of the coefficient that weight each input variable. Unlike linear regression, the prediction for the output is transformed using a non-linear function called the logistic function, or also what we call in another term is signum function. So signum function, I think you all know. First of all, the very important thing that you have to learn about the logistic regression is it is a classification algorithm. Classification means it is used generally to classify the two objects like true and false. If you want to segregate it true with the false, or if you want to segregate it two items, like if somebody have a cancer or not, if you want to segregate it, that kind of things. So that is what we call classification. And in classification, this is the first of the very basic and the very important algorithm which is used. So hope you understand this logistic regression. In logistic regression, basically we classify the data. We have a data set like there are some males and females, or in a Titanic, there are Titanic data set that you all know. Titanic data set, there are some certain males and some are females. So you segregated just how many males and how many females. For that kind of questions, we have to use the logistic regression, and it is also one of the very basic and oldest algorithm. Like linear regression, logistic regressions does work better when you remove attributes that are unrelated to the output variable, as well as attributes that are very similar correlated to each other. It's a fast model to learn and effective on binary classification problem that I already told you. It is basically most effective in the case if you have only two parameters you want to classify, like true or false, like male and female. If you want to segregate it, these kind of things, the logistic regression is one of the best option to use in. So move toward the next one. This is the linear discriminant analysis. Linear discriminant analysis is also one of the most important algorithm. Logistic regression is a classification algorithm traditionally limited to only the two classification problems, like true false that I told you earlier, true false, male female, if you want to classify that. So logistic regression is one of the best algorithm. If you have more than two classes, then the linear discriminant analysis algorithm is the preferred linear classification technique, because I think you understand, in linear discriminant analysis if you have to cover like high, low and medium. If you want to segregate these kind of three variables or more than three variables, for that linear discriminant analysis technique is used. And you need not to be worried. After the completion of all these 10 algorithms, I'll make one more video in which I use all these algorithms differently on the different data set and show you how machine learning is actually done. So move toward the next one. Predictions are made by, yes, this is again a very important point. Predictions are made by calculating a discriminant value for each class, means how the things are differentiated from each other, like you want to segregate cup with glass with let us suppose chairs or plates. If you want to segregate these kind of items, so discriminant value we calculated and making a prediction for the class which is the largest value. Which one is the largest value, we classify into, we use that value to classify the different objects. The technique assumes that the data has a Gaussian distribution like a bell curve. It is just like a probability. If you know the normal probability, then it is just like this Gaussian, like a bell curve. So it is good idea to remove the outliers from your data beforehand. That is the same thing that we already talking about in the case of logistic and the linear regression. It's a simple and the powerful method for the classification predictive modeling problems. So the next one is the classification, the regression trees. See, in the regression tree and the classification, the leaf nodes of the tree contains an output variable y, which is used to make a prediction. Basically, it is just like a decision tree algorithm. If you know that tree is what, there is it starts from the root and move towards the leaf. This is the leaf where there is no child. So this is and sometimes it has like these two. So it is what we call binary tree. So basically what we do, we segregated our problem into such a way and that it can be described by the tree. The leaf node of the tree, leaf is this thing, the leaf node of the tree contains the output variable y. This is basically the value of the y that we want to calculate. The predictions are made by the walking the splits of the tree until arriving at the leaf node and output the class value at the leaf node. So trees are the fast to learn and very fast for making predictions. They are also often accurate for a broad range of the problems and do not require any special preparation for your data. So this is again a very important algorithm for the classification only, not for regression. So Naive Bayes is again a very important. If you are a mathematics student and you learn in mathematics in the 12th class, 12th standard in India, there is a theorem that is what we call Bayes theorem. On the basis of this theorem only, this algorithm is designed. The model is comprised of two types of probabilities that can be calculated directly from your training data. Number one is the probability of each class. Number two is the conditional probability for each class given each x value. Once calculated, the probability model can be used to make prediction for the new data using Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem that I already told you, that if you don't know, I'll explain it also in little bit. When your data is real valued, it is common to assume a Gaussian distribution bell curve so that you can easily estimate these probability. Basically, Bayes theorem is what? Bayes theorem is first of all, to understand the Bayes theorem, you have to know the concept of the conditional probability. Conditional probability says if you want to calculate the probability of A with respect to B, then it is equal to the probability of A intersection B divided by P of B. So So it means this is a single conditional probability. If you, let us suppose, if you want